Hey guys, so today is the update video that I didn't want to have to do, but we're gonna have to do it, and I take you guys with me on the good, the bad, and the ugly, and today is just bad, and you're coming with me. So a few days ago, I showed a video of one of my oberhasli does named Gwen, who was down, and we've been treating her for meningeal worms, which is a parasite that is transferred quite a bit if you have white-tailed deer in your area. It does not have to be where like the white-tailed deer are within your pastures and eating and pooping and your goats are there with them. It doesn't have to be like that. They can be just kind of migrating through. They can be you can, like, if you move your goats into a space where the deer had been, slugs, I guess, like if in their waters and the slugs can carry it. Like, I'm learning. I've never had to deal with this before, but by deductive reasoning, this is what we've kind of come to as far as what's going on with her. And we've been treating her, and today is day 5 on a 5-day treatment. And we got nothing for improvement. Not a thing. And I've had a ton of people with like really great hold on, my brain's dead. Hypothesis. That's the word I was going through for. Hypothesis, theories, ideas of what could possibly be wrong with her. A big one was selenium deficiency, and a variety of other like calcium, things like that. And this is not that. Selenium I've seen a million times before. It can call oh my gosh, my brain. White muscle disease, wasting kind of the muscular things. You'll see it a lot with like kids or lambs. Years ago when we used to breed horses, we would see it sometimes in our foals. Muscular structural things, especially when they're first born. So we would give a shot of something called BOSE, B-O-S-E. It's selenium and vitamin E, or B, I want to say. Again, obviously my brain's not working. There's too much going on here lately. And that turns them right around real quick. This is not that. So all of our stock has free access to loose minerals, and we actually have selenium blocks out for them because we know that our soil is just so depleted of selenium. So, yeah, this is not that. But I love when you guys chime in and say, what about this? What about that? What about this? Because I love that. That gets conversations going, and that's how we learn things that maybe things I didn't think of or whatever. So that's awesome. Whenever you guys have ideas, shoot them at me. I love it. So here's Gwenny this morning, along with some pigs. So what we've been doing is just moving her frequently. So she can have access to nice green grass, and I bring her water, and you have to carry her back in so she can get from place to place, and that is not a good standard of living, and I just am not seeing this get any better at all. The other thing is, once you have an animal down like this, and this goes for people as well, by the way, if you fall and nobody finds you, the longer you're down, the more those muscles just start to break down. And it just, I'm not going to get into the entire physiology of the chain of events that happens, but it's just, it's not good. Your muscles start to break down. And I knew going into this that once they're down like this, their condition's pretty grave. And it's just, it's hard to get them back. I'm going to tell you, I've been doing this a lot of years, and it never gets any easier. And anytime you have to put down an animal is hard, okay? Anytime you have to dispatch an animal, but it's one thing when they're in pain or if they're really out of it, but it's so hard when you have an animal that is coherent and wants to eat and drink and is happy to see you and they greet you and But the second that you take ownership of an animal, and I don't care if it's one cat, a dog, 2 goats, a couple sheep, or if you have 500 head of cattle, the second that you take ownership of an animal, you've taken over that responsibility to provide them the best husbandry possible, to give them the best life possible. And that looks like all different things. But it's your job. And what I try for here is for none of my animals should ever know a bad day. Ever. So when the end comes, I like to be the one that's there. I want me to be the last thing that they see. I want them to just feel like it's just another day. Here she comes and she's going to feed me, and it's just another day. But it still sucks. But it's part of the responsibility of what you got to do, right? So unfortunately, that's going to be what happens today. And the only time, it really gets hard like this is when we as humans put the emotional end on it and are selfish. And it's just hard for ourselves emotionally to do it because they don't know. They're here 1 second, the next second they're not. So it's just we attach these parts of it that are hard. But it is hard, and I don't... Ugh, gosh, it's just frustrating.